All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in this truth. I'm Bathak Amath Jim S. Dallas. I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson. I don't really know what I'm going to entitle this lesson just yet, but I just merely, as you can see on the screen, typed in Dark Winter because, you got this devil, this clown Biden. He's continually speaking and speaking about the dark winter, dark winter. And then you got this clown Fauci as well, speaking about dark winter, man. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to, just type it in and see what came up on it. And it was interesting because I typed it on my computer, and more things come up on the computer that comes up on the phone, and I do my lessons on my phone. So what I'm going to do is I typed in dark winter, which you can see this is Wikipedia, which and I know, hey man, with the men of the Lord, with the brothers out here doing these lessons and bringing out the scriptures, they, even when we feature things from Wikipedia or something that's on the internet from someone else, they'll give us a strike. These things are up, but they'll give us a strike, when we feature them. So we'll see what's going to happen. But, so we got to be very careful, but, hey, we'll see what's going to happen. But, hey, they ain't going to stop nothing, man, So it says, I just typed in dark winter, and so I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna go into Wikipedia here. Then I'm gonna read something that didn't show up on my phone, but it showed up on my computer from a blog called survivalblog.science.blog. So I'm gonna read that after I read this because I thought it was interesting because it did a breakdown on what their take on it. So without any further ado, this is Dark Winter, June 2022. 2001 to June 23, 2001. So I'm going to click on this Wikipedia and I'm going to go into it. Operation Dark Winter, because, you got these devils continuing to say this, man. You know what I'm saying? And it says Operation Dark Winter was the code name for a senior level bioterrorist attack simulation conducted on June 22nd through the 23rd, 2001. It was designed to carry out a mock version of a covert and widespread smallpox attack on the United States. That's what these devils do, man. They do simulations and all these different type of mock versions of things, man, to see what if, you know what I'm saying? Because they're ultimately trying to establish something, man. They have an agenda. So it says Tara O'Toole and Thomas Inglesby of the Johns Hopkins Center for Civilian Biodefense Strategies, CCBS, Center of Strategic and International Studies, CSIS, and Randy Larson and Mark Demir of Analytics Services were the principal designers, authors, and controllers of the Dark Winter Project. You know what I'm saying? So, and it says a location, Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland, man. You know what I'm saying? And it, again, from the June the 22nd to June the 23rd of 2001. You know what I'm saying? So this was a code name for a senior level bioterrorist attack simulation. You know what I'm saying? So these devils ain't saying that just to be saying that in these times, man. You know what I'm saying? With everything going on with this C-19, and all the variants and the different things that they're trying to pull in these times to forward that Maxine Waters. You know what I'm saying? That juicy juice, that damn jungle juice. So I'm a real quick. I want to read this. Like I said, I have this on this from this blog. It's called Dark Winter. It's from a survivalblog.science.blog. I'm gonna go into it real quick, and then I'm gonna read some of what it's going into. And if you could see it, it's a picture of some militarized cops, and they're grabbing people up, and then they got other people in cages, man. Hey man, these things are coming, man, and hey, people are waking up to what's going on, man. So it says the so-called Dark Winter is actually a die-off plan to exterminate humanity, and the vectors of attack against human beings include maxation genocide, engineered food supply collapse, which we're seeing that right now, leading to mass starvation. You know what I'm saying? Financial sector disruptions and accelerating supply collapse of energy, gasoline, natural gas, needed to heat homes, make fertilizer, and power transportation. We are also watching in horror as the accelerating collapse bleeds into shipping and delivery companies, which I just did a lesson. My last lesson, I went into that and I bought out the Dabu 7, went into the trucks that are stopping, man, the DHL trucks, which right here is saying the FedEx trucks. You know what I'm saying? You got the food trucks, the trucks that carry all the different food supplies. You got those ships out there in the water, which is going to actually go into that. So I'm gonna just keep reading. That's going into all the up and coming famine and the different things that are coming. We are also watching in horror as accelerating collapse bleeds into the shipping and delivery companies like FedEx, who are just about on the brink of suspending major services due to lack of competent workers. Meanwhile, 70 plus container ships are stacked up outside the Los Angeles port as criminal governors like Newsom deliberately worsened the supply line restrictions by enforcing senseless C-19 lockdowns that deprive the ports of desperately needed workers. So, and that's all of the mandates and different things that they're putting on the people due to those unrighteous decrees, man. You know what I'm saying? That this devil is putting out, man. That these devils are putting out, man. But it says 70 plus containers that stacked up outside of the Los Angeles port, which I went into that in my last lesson as well, because these things are happening, man. You know what I'm saying? All these things are contained within this coming dark winter, man. You know what I'm saying? And we just read it was code name, for a senior level bioterrorist attack simulation. You know what I'm saying? So it's all staged. You know what I'm saying? All these things are set up, man. They're setting it up to bring push forward the agenda of the new world order that they're trying to bring forth, man. As a matter of fact, Dabu 7. First of all, I want to mention that I saw a video from the channel Full Spectrum Survival, and he went into how the blackouts are coming, man. So with this dark winter, hey, bad times, bad conditions, also blackouts, man. Literally dark winter. You know what I'm saying? You can possibly be in the dark, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and Dabu 7 has been reporting on these things. So I'm gonna just pull that up real quick. Right here on his channel, it says, "When will the lights go out?" When will the lights go out? Staged energy crisis will soon threaten many different countries. I believe is what the rest of that title, because I'm not going to play the actual video, but I just want to feature that because it makes the point. When will the lights go out? And he's been going into these things, man. You know what I'm saying? And just like the guy from Full Spectrum Survival, he went into the blackouts. I think he put that video up about 12 hours ago. He went into how the coming blackouts, man. You know what I'm saying? So these things are coming, man, which are all part of that dark winter that's approaching, man. You know what I'm saying? So without any further ado, hey, it's finna get ugly in the earth, man. Ugly times are approaching. These things are coming, man. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50, and it reads, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride," man. And the most prideful people on the planet, the proudest nation of people on the planet are the Edomites, man. The so-called self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child. They're proud as hell, man. That's why the scriptures say, the pride of thine heart, of his mind, hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. And they came out of the clefts of the rocks, man, of the Caucasus Mountain, going all the way back to their forefather who dwelt in Mount Seir, today known as Petra. You know what I'm saying? That's what they go back to, man. They came out the cave. It goes into it in Job, the 30th chapter, when they got chased out of the land by those dark nations, starting with Israel. You know what I'm saying? The nation of Israel, and they got chased up into the mountains, man. So we know who this is talking about, man. He's a proud man, man. Very very proud, walks around. As a matter of fact, it's everywhere in the society. What is their slogan for the Marines? The few, the proud, the Marines. You know what I'm saying? The proud. They're very proud. There's actually I know there's a song, proud to be an American. Salakia, but yeah, proud to be an American, man. You know, proud to be an American. You know, so the pride of this place and the pride of these people are that vibration and it is pushed, man. You know, that's what's been established in the earth, and that's filtered into these other nations, these heathen nations, and 2/3 of Jake has attached to that as well, man. I was just remembering, I used to go to these high school football games, and I remember the team, it was called the Lions, and it was Lions Pride, man. You know what I'm saying? So everything is about pride here, being proud, man. They teach that, you know what I'm saying, to be proud, and the Lord hates pride, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says 2 Esdras 8:50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world. So many great miseries are coming, man, to you proud people, man, because they have walked in great pride. And that's exactly what's going on. But hey, man, the Lord is about to let this devil loose, man. He's about to release this devil on Jake, man. You know, Psalm 17:13. He's the sword of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah the 10th chapter, I believe around verse 5, you know, because he's the modern day Assyrian, you know, and it says that the staff in his hand is the indignation of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? That righteous anger of the Lord, man. And what's that staff? It represents his weaponry, man, which was his blessing. Genesis the 27th chapter, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who this devil is, man. You know? And he's about to let loose this devil on Jake, man. Proverbs the 16th chapter goes into it, man. You know, it says that the Lord created all things to himself. Yea, even the evil for the day. Salaki, even the wicked for the day of evil, man. You know, and that day of evil is upon us, man. We're at the beginning of sorrows, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is actually the next verse that I'm going to bring out, man, in Matthew the 24th chapter. You know, because we're at the beginning of sorrows, you know. And I'm just going to get to the point. As a matter of fact, I'll just start where we normally start. Matthew, the 24th chapter. And I'm going to start at verse 6. Salaki, I know I was in the New Testament and it went to Jeremiah. My phone been acting crazy, man. You know, I know it's Satan, man. You know, every time I'm doing a lesson, crazy stuff happened with my phone, man. This Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You know, and we've been hearing all these things, wars, rumors of wars. There's been little small skirmishes and little wars going on over in the land. You know what I'm saying? And we've been hearing of rumors of wars of World War III. The tensions are building up right now. There's something going on in the South China Sea right now between China and Taiwan. China is talking about moving on Taiwan and taking Taiwan out, which America is mixed up in that as well, man. You know, so tensions are continually building. World War III is building and increasing. All these things are happening at once, man. You know, but it says, but the end is not yet, because there's still prophecies that have to happen, man, and come to pass. One of them, which is a major prophecy, is the MOTB, man. You know, and by way of this juicy juice, they're going to implement that, man. You know, they're getting everything set up by way of this juicy juice to forward right into the MOTB, man, which is the microchip. You know, so verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. There it is. Boom. The biggest, baddest, worst famine on the planet is about to hit, man. And pestilences, you know, and they're doing that with this C-19. You know what I'm saying? And all the different variants. And there's other pestilences and diseases are coming, man. And earthquakes in diverse places, which is happening like all the time. Verse 8, here's the point. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. You know? So, hey, many great miseries. Those sorrows are within those great miseries that we just read in 2 Esdras, the 8th chapter, man. You know? Many great miseries is coming. Now I'm going to drop down to verse 21. This is Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. So there's great tribulation coming, man. Tribulation. You know, you got groups out here teaching ain't gonna be no tribulation. What the hell are they talking about? As a matter of fact, I'll come back to Matthew real quick. Let me get this in Acts, the 14th chapter, in verse 22. Because the scriptures clearly are speaking of tribulation, man. Bad times. You know, Isaiah, the 13th chapter, the burden of Babylon. Bad times. Bad times are coming to Babylon, man, aka America. AKA America. You know what I'm saying? This is Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. And that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High, man. So we're going to go through tribulation in order to get to the kingdom. You're not going to go around it. You don't skate past it. You know? No, man. These groups are going off, man. And that we must through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So tribulation is coming, man, which we're reading about those tribulations, man. Those many great miseries, you know, the sorrows, which these are the beginning of sorrows, you know, and right here, Matthew 24 and 21, for then shall be great tribulation. Exactly. We got to go through this tribulation in order to get to the kingdom, man. You know, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So you're going to see it once. It's never been seen. You're going to see it once. You never see it again, man. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh, Salakia. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the elect is why the days are moving like they are, and how these things are happening fast, man. You know, it's for the elect's sake, man. You know, that's who the Lord cares about. He has care for his elects, you know, for his elect, man. You know, so hey, great tribulation, many great miseries, you know, sorrows. All these things are upon us, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me jump over to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter real quick. Just to, you know, continue this so we can, I don't want to make this too long. 16 and 18, to reiterate all of that. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. We just read, we were just reading in the blog, you know what I'm saying, about what was it saying? Let me jump back over here real quick. You know, the so-called dark winter is actually a die-off. Salaki, what the heck was that? Man, Esau, this boy, that is crazy. Wow. This is crazy, y'all. If y'all could just see this, man. My screen I don't know what it just did. And now that the blog is gone, I was fixing to read it again. But anyway, it was going into, you know, how it was a die-off, going into, as a matter of fact, I'm going to type it back in. Hold on one sec, y'all. Salakia. Now the blog is not pulling up. Wow. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they got rid of it. Right. Okay, here we go. I think I found it. Hold on one sec. Man, that was crazy. Satan, boy. Satan is trying to stop this truth, boy. These devils are listening, man. Yeah, it says the so-called dark winter is actually a die-off plan to exterminate humanity, man. You know? And of course it goes into you know, the things that they were going to do it, how they were going to achieve this, you know, those mass vaccinations, you know, mass vaccine genocide, engineered food supply collapse, you know, leading to starvation, financial sector disruptions, and accelerating supply collapse of energy, gasoline, natural gas needed to heat homes, make fertilizer, and power transportation, man. You know, electricity and all this stuff is included in that, man. So it's second Ezra 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, which it went into how the shipping, they said that, the engineered food supply collapse, man. They're doing that. The trucks are stopping, the ships, all these things, man. And great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come, man? So all of these things are happening. The wars and rumors of wars. Of course, the ultimate war is on its way. The war of Armageddon, World War III, the war to end all wars. It's building up. The tensions are flaring. I may do a lesson on that South China Sea situation. You know what I'm saying? But all of these things are happening, and it's all part of that dark winter and Jacob's trouble and the things that are coming, man. Those great sorrows, those many great miseries, man. So this is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1, and it reads, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And at that time, Salakia, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book." So that time of trouble, man, that tribulation, sorrow, those many great miseries, death, famine, all of these things are coming, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me give one more real quick. Brothers know where I'm going. Not Job, Salakia, Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And the he represents the elect, man. So there's a time of trouble, unlike any other since there was a nation. Jacob's trouble, man. Jacob represents the Israelites, man, the true biblical Israelites who consist of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent. You make up the 12 no longer lost tribes of the nation of Israel. We're no longer lost, man. We know who we are now. You know what I'm saying? We know who our enemies are, man. Beginning and starting with these Edomites, these so-called self-proclaimed white men, all 17 nations outside of the nation of Israel are our enemies, but we have a primary enemy, these Edomites, man. And they're the ones who's doing all of this. The dark winter is coming at their hands, man. You know what I'm saying? So times are about to get bad, man. Isaiah 13 and 1, the burden of Babylon is at hand, man. Bad times coming to this place, man. You know what I'm saying? That evil day, Proverbs 16 and 4, is at hand, man. So that dark winter is these people ain't saying that for nothing here. It said in Wikipedia that it was code name. These double speaking code, man. That's how they speak to each other. They know what they're talking about when they say things like that. But Jake out here running around lost in the sauce, man, and has no clue as to what's really and truly going on, man. But they gonna find out the hard way when this devil drops the hammer on them, man. Ultimately, it's the Lord dropping the hammer. But hey, these things are coming, man. Dark winter is approaching, man. So with that, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect. With that, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shal Dawadat, Shalom.